Hi there. My name is Alberta Ramirez, and I am your Missoula College admissions counselor. Today, I will be focusing specifically on our health professions programs, but we'll go over some of our other programs. All right, let's get started. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here with you so you can follow along. All right. So Missoula College is the two-year unit of the University of Montana, and it's comprised of three unique campuses focused on different locations and industries. So our Bitterroot College is out in Hamilton, and our River and West campus works well for our, local and non-local students who need like on-campus housing and things like that. So right here, you can see our amazing River campus that's located right across from our four-year mountain campus. Missoula, Montana, if you're not familiar, we are kind of in a sweet spot population-wise. We're at about probably now a little closer to 80,000, but we're not too big and not too small. And we're at about a 3,200 elevation. So we do get 4 distinct seasons, which is pretty amazing. We have a ton of outdoor recreation opportunities. And if you're not super outdoorsy, there's a ton to do indoors. So we are unofficially the arts and culture hub of the state of Montana. And we're very conveniently located to both Glacier National Park and Yellowstone National Park. And down there, you can see some individuals on the Clark Fork River. So that is the river that runs adjacent right next to our campus here at the River Campus. That's why it's named the River Campus. Okay, so we have over 40 programs that are going to be 1 to 2 years in length, and they're focused on hands-on workforce training to meet local, regional, and state demands and goals. Just last week, Governor Bullock, the governor of Montana, visited our West Campus to recognize and commend us for our passion and dedication to setting our students up for success in an ever competitive workforce, whether that be in the health professions field as an EMT or nurse, or the industrial technologies as a heavy equipment operator or sustainable construction expert. We've also recently developed a partnership with the Montana Department of Labor and Industry, aptly named Become an Alum. So if you have completed a couple courses with us, but you did not ever finish up that degree or certificate, there's a ton of extra support for that if you're in that situation. All right, so again, River Campus, you can see a nice shot down there of the campus at the bottom and a nice shot of our nursing students in the simulation lab, which you would have access to as a health profession student. We have these pretty freaky looking mannequins, but you can take vitals on them, they give birth, and it gives you that practical experience before you go in for your second year of the program when you're completing 1,000 hours of clinicals with real patients. So don't worry, we will prepare you before you go out into that world. So if you are watching today, but you really want a four-year degree, like in pre-med or pre-pharmacy, do know that we offer a general associate of arts degree, and probably as a health profession student, you would want an associates of science degree. So that is recognized by almost all of the MUS system universities and colleges, and we make for a really smooth transition from your lower division courses to those upper division courses when you get to a four-year campus. We have a ton of programs here that I'm not going to go over, but if you look around, although you do see health professions, they're bolded at the bottom. We have medical assisting, nursing, paramedicine, radiologic technology, respiratory care, and surgical tech. If you look around, say under applied computing and engineering, we do have those sort of unique health professions careers. So medical information technology, if you wanted to be able to maybe work from home and get a health information coding specialty certificate or medical administrative assisting pathway. And then if you look under business technology, we also have medical reception, which is pretty awesome. So again, a very extensive list, and just know at the end, I will provide my contact information, and any of these faculty members would be more than happy to meet with you one-on-one. So you can kind of pin down what program or certificate would be the right fit for you. I love this picture on the left. That is some of our amazing students in our anatomy and physiology lab having some fun dissecting who knows what. All right, so health professions. Many of them share prerequisite courses, which I'll jump into in a moment here. Our students work at our healthcare facility partners alongside licensed professionals with real patients. So it develops your skills and confidence. It also empowers you to have that experience ready to go on your resume. That way, when you graduate, you have a really smooth transition from the degree or certificate into the workforce. And everybody here is here to help you with that transition. Admission to each program requires a separate application and it can be very competitive. Most students inquire about our RN program. We can only admit 18 students a semester, which is probably our only health professions program that is not a fall entry only start. Again, it's because there's only so much room in the surrounding hospitals for students to complete those clinicals. All right, so backing up to prerequisite courses. Many of you might have already completed, say, college algebra and college writing as a dual enrollment student. So make sure you get those transcripts over to us when you apply. With the other prereqs, so human anatomy and physiology, and usually chemistry, these are going to be the same pretty much across the board for a lot of those programs. A couple things, just know we have our learning center where you can get free one-on-one tutoring in any of these more difficult subjects. And you're going to want to take a look at the actual program application to get a sense of what kind of GPA they're looking for. And if they advise some, if you can see there at the bottom, it said, see required co-requisite courses below. An advisor might tell you, maybe you should consider hopping in on some of these co-requisites so you're truly prepared when you get into the actual program. I will also say, no matter what health professions program you apply for, you will have the opportunity to meet one-on-one with a health professions advisor who will help you map out your plan, your game plan for the next couple of years, what you can do now to make yourself as competitive as possible in the interview and application process for that program. I will tell you that we'll go back to this, one of the things that they're looking for a lot of times, the committee, is the experience you have in the healthcare industry already, or something that shows, you work well helping others, you're an empathetic individual. Sometimes we point students to considering becoming a CNA. There are places in Missoula where if you sign a contract to work with, say, a senior living facility or something like that for 6 months, they will provide you with CNA training for free. You just have to commit to working with them for a designated amount of time. And all the faculty would be happy to help you set up these sorts of opportunities, internships, apprenticeships, job opportunities, just to make you super competitive. Because again, nursing will have like 150 people apply and there's only 18 spots. So you got to make yourself stand out. Our campus has a ton of great resources to help you succeed in those prerequisite courses and beyond. We have an amazing library where you have access to a ton of study materials, laptops, scientific calculators. You can reserve study rooms. We have a cadaver lab here that is open to A&P students on Fridays. You have our academic advising center. While you will have your own health professions advisor, that's always there as a backup, which is nice. We have some nice places to eat on campus, and we have our own dedicated disability services for student staff member, a vet's office staff member, and lounge on hand as well. One cool thing, or probably the coolest thing about being a Missoula College student, is you have access to all of the student support services that a four-year student does. So if you need help sorting out financial aid, or how are you going to budget and pay for college, you have access to the financial education program. You also have access to one of my favorites, the experiential learning and career success department, where they can help you navigate the job market, find internships, apprenticeships, brush up your resume. have a fake job interview, which would be very beneficial. You also have access to American Indian Student Support Services and the Writing and Public Speaking Center. All right, so now you've heard about some of our programs. How do you apply? Well, we operate on a rolling admissions basis, and we only require completion of high school or high school equivalency for admission. That means we're truly here to support and guide any and all learners as they chip away at their professional and academic goals. So exciting update, if you're a Montanan, we no longer require the $30 application fee if you're applying to Missoula College, Bitterroot College, or the University of Montana. So that's very exciting. And this just happened about early this week. So very cool news. We will need you, if you're currently in high school, to submit your current transcripts. And then once you graduate, be sure to send that final one over. If you have completed or plan on completing the GED or HiSET, make sure to send those official scores to us. If you have ACT or SAT scores, that's amazing, send them in, but they're not required. We can offer you math and writing placement exams once you've been admitted. If you're a transfer student, or if you've completed any dual enrollment courses, just make sure we get those so you don't waste time and money completing courses that you shouldn't have to retake. We are very affordable. We are $4,004 a year, so about $2,000 a semester if you are a Montana resident. If you're out of state, it definitely bumps up quite a bit. We do have, though, an amazing financial aid office and a scholarship portal with a ton of different scholarship opportunities. If you want more info on this, again, my contact info will be posted at the end, and I'd be more than happy to point you in the right direction, answer specific questions in regards to financial aid or scholarship opportunities. If you haven't submitted the FAFSA yet, no matter where you're going to school, I guarantee. I highly recommend you do that now to ensure the funds are available to you when you start your academic journey. Right. Again, one of the best perks of being a Missoula College student is you have access to all of the resources and amenities of a four-year campus. You can even take up to 7, it says 6 there on my PowerPoint, but it should say 7 lower division courses at the University of Montana, as long as you're taking half of your courses through Missoula College. You can join any UM club. There's over 200, in anything ranging from video game club, backcountry hunters and anglers club, oh my goodness, dance club. There's so many things, circus club. If there's a club that you want and it doesn't exist, you can just get some signatures and start your own. You also, very important, have access to the Curry Health Center, and you can opt in to pay the athletic fee if you want to attend Grizz games, or you can opt into the campus rec fee if you want to have access to the pool, the rock climbing gym, and all those things. All right. While we know these are strange times, we continue to host, virtual engagement opportunities and in-person opportunities. So if you are ever in Missoula or you're in the area and you want to see our campuses, we can definitely make that happen. We just ask, for as much notice as possible so we can make the correct arrangements and, because there are capacities in place. Honestly, just connect with me. You can email me, you can call me, and just let me know when and where you'd like and how you'd like to meet. We can certainly meet over Zoom on 101. Just send an email my way. Thank you so much. Again, today we covered the health professions at Missoula College, the 2-year unit of the University of Montana. Have a great rest of your day.